Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's see here. Welcome, Juan. Hey, Scott. Welcome, Scott. Hey, Betty. Welcome. Hey, Ray. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Solomon, welcome. All right, guys. As you know, this is our beginners class. All right, our beginners class. So we do not have any of our experienced traders here. This is just for beginning traders. All right. So I call this your safe space. So this is your opportunity to learn about trading, how we trade the correct way. All right. Ask any questions that there's some things I do want to go over. All right. And I do that with every beginner's class. But I do want feedback from you guys. All right. So this is how we learn. All right. So I want feedback, any questions. All right. Understand when we first start trading, right? None of us know anything about trading, right? We usually just kind of wing it and figure things out on the way. All right. So we don't want to do that. All right. We want to get some good tools, get some good skills right away. All right. So I'm going to open it up. So anything you guys want me to go over, touch on, anything in particular you guys want me to touch on?
David, I have one.
Okay. Hey, Ray.
How do you? Well, good evening. First of all,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm having trouble trying to identify, I guess, false breakouts.
Okay.
How do you? I mean, what do you look for when you believe you're seeing a false breakout when it comes to a trade?
All right. So we'll touch on that, right? The way we want to look at it, and I'm glad you mentioned that because we'll go over that. There's no false breakout. All right. That's the way we want to look at it. All right. And we talked about some of this last night, and I want to kind of follow up on what we talked about last night. All right. So we're constantly testing the markets. So I'm going to do this. Right. Good question. Good question. False breakouts. False breakouts. Ray, do you have another one, or is that the only one you've got?
That's the only one so far.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. So we'll start with false breakouts. I'm going to share. Let me know. Do you guys see my shared screen here? No, you don't. You don't see. You should see support and resistance, and I know you guys don't see that here. So hold on, hold on. Let me stop. All right, you guys should see it now. Support and resistance. You guys see that the chart
Yes.
there? All right. Okay. Now, whether you guys have, and some of you have probably heard about support and resistance. All right. Let's do this here. Right. The way we want to look at support and resistance is like this. All right. And I know everyone looks at it differently. All right. Everyone looks at it differently. I want to show you guys how everyone else looks at support and resistance so that we look at it and use it the correct way. All right. Okay. And this will tie in, Ray, to your question on false breakouts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, on false breakouts. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. All right. If you guys, what I recommend, if you guys if this is your first time, you do not have this chart, I recommend that you guys take a picture of it, either a screenshot or just take a picture of it. And I recommend this is important. This is your foundation on where everything starts here with support and resistance. Okay. All right. So take a picture of it. I recommend when you guys get a chance, print it out, laminate it, right? Laminate it so that it's protected, and you have it near your trading area. You should have a trading area somewhere you go to sit. All right, to watch the market, a quiet space. All right. So let's go into it. All right. Support and resistance, that's where everything starts. Everything starts with support and resistance. All right. I don't care what you guys have heard out there. A lot of traders will say, hey, we want to buy at support and we want to sell at resistance. All right. So we want to buy here, sell here. That's what's being taught out there. All right. I'm going to show you guys the way you're supposed to trade. All right. The correct way. All right. Okay. Understand, and we went through this last night, understand as traders, and I know you guys don't want to hear this, right? But we will have losses. And I know as traders, we don't want to have losses. We assume that every trade will be a winning trade. But understand when we trade, we are constantly testing, right? We're really not traders, we are testers. We are testing the market, all right? We are testing the market. right? Understand that price, when we trade, there's a 50-50 chance that we might have a winning trade or a losing trade. All right, so a 50-50 chance. So when we trade, it really is a game of probabilities. I don't care how smart we are, right? How much we think we know. No one knows. All right, no one knows. So that's the reality of it. We first need to understand that we do not know what the market is going to do. So it's a flip of a coin, guys, a flip of a coin. All right. And Ray, your false breakout, we have to understand there is no false breakouts. Okay. It's just a trade or it's just a test. All right. We're testers. We're testing the market. All right. The minute we think we know, right, where the market is going to do, where the market is going to go up or short or long or whatever, then we're not testing anymore. We are not trading. We're doing something very, very different. We're assuming that we know. All right. We're assuming that we know what price is going to do next. So the first thing we have to understand is that we do not know. No one knows. And those of you who've traded for a while, for a bit, you know what I mean. All right. So we do not know. Understand that. You need to know that right in here, that we do not know what the price is going to do next. All right. Once we understand that and we accept the fact that we just do not know, then we can now trade the markets. And now we can understand that trading is a game of probabilities. Okay. It's a game of math, a game of probabilities. And what are we looking for? What are we looking for? We're looking for breakouts. All right. So Ray, your false breakout. We're looking for breakouts. And where are we looking for breakouts? We're looking for breakouts either at resistance or support. All right. So support and resistance right here. The keys to your success. The keys to your success. You guys have to get this. You have to understand this, and you have to believe. If you want to trade, you have to believe in this process. All right? Because all of your buying, all of your selling will happen right here at support and resistance. All right? Right here, that doesn't work. Anything in here doesn't work. This is not tradable. All right? This is not tradable. Buying at support and selling at resistance is not what we do. All right? That's not what we do. So what do we do? Write this down. Please write this down, okay? So when we trade, we will always buy on a break of resistance. And I'll explain how resistance work. So we're gonna buy on a break of resistance, and we're going to sell on a break of support. All right, and take this to memory. We're gonna buy, always buy on a break of resistance, and we're going to sell on a break of support. Buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. So when you look to buy, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Stocks, options, ETFs, futures, doesn't matter. You're gonna buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right? Resistance is made, and I've talked about this, when price makes a high, let's say that's $100 here. Price makes a high, all right? Doesn't go any higher, comes back, to that $100 mark right here. All right, makes a high and doesn't go any higher. And the reason why it doesn't go any higher is because traders. So you guys are not trading by yourselves. There are other traders in the market with you guys. And understand that trading is a zero-sum game. So you have to get this stuff. You have to learn this. If you want to trade, you got to learn this stuff. Trading is a zero-sum game, meaning that for every winner, there's a loser. All right? So for every winner, there is a loser. And for every loser, there is a winner. No one shares in the profit. All right? So traders are sitting here, buyers are sitting here, and also sellers are sitting here at resistance. Also, at support, buyers are sitting at support, and sellers are sitting at a support. And they're watching these levels. So here's $100 at resistance, and support is $50. Now, this is your opportunity, all right? This is the beginner's class. I'm going through this, but stop me. You guys need to stop me. Ask me. I'm going to go through it, but you need to stop. If it doesn't make sense, if you have any questions at all right, just stop me, all right? And I'll answer, and then we'll move on, all right? Don't be shy, all right? Okay, so we're building resistance here. The more traders, right? Traders are watching this. You guys are the other traders that you're trading against. Whether they're institutions, hedge funds, retail traders, they're other traders, and they're watching these levels. You guys have to watch these levels, right? You have to watch these levels, these resistance levels, right? So if you don't have it on your chart, you got to draw it in, right? You got to draw it in, and you got to make sure that you're watching these levels. They are made by price hitting that same area minimum of twice, right? Minimum twice, right? The more times we hit resistance, the stronger the resistance, the stronger your ceiling. Think of resistance as your ceiling, right? Right at home, your ceiling here. All right? All right? Your ceiling here. Same thing for support. If the price gets to that $50 mark, and traders are watching this area here also, and holds it at that $50 mark, that's your floor. So they're holding the floor, holding the floor. All right? So if you've got a floor and you've got support, right, there are buyers there that are holding that price up, not letting that price go any lower. Same thing for here. All right? There are sellers here holding that price down so that the buyers don't push the price above resistance. All right? We call this area in here consolidation, accumulation, distribution, depending on what the price is doing. Okay? So support, 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 okay? And then support here. $50, $100. This is not tradable. Understand, as traders, our job is to anticipate. All right? Anticipate, wait until the buyers breaks resistance. That's our job as traders. We wait. And most of the time, we are waiting. Most of the time, we are waiting. We are waiting for the buyers, the big institutions, the big hedge funds to show us that they are now ready to move the price higher. And I'll show you guys how that works. Okay, but for just right now, understand, as a trader, you're waiting. I don't care how long it takes. whatever time frame, 5-minute time frame, 30-minute forward time frame, daily, doesn't matter. You wait until the buyers tell us it's time to get in the trade, and we will know that it's time to get into the trade when the price breaks resistance. Right here. All right. Let's say at $110, $100 is resistance, 110, that's our buy signal to now enter the trade. We have cleared this area here. We call this the box. All right. So price was stuck in this box. All right. And now it's finally broken out of that box. That's our buy signal to now enter the trade. All right. Now understand, we're testing now. We're testing, right? We're testing. So Ray mentioned a false breakout. And I mentioned we're always going to buy on a break of support, on a break of resistance, buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right. So here's how it works. I'm going to get a green color. We need green here. Green. Okay. So here we are. Hold on. Makes sense so far? Any questions? Any questions? Make sense so far? Yes, no?
No, it makes sense, especially when you phrase it that way. I do have another question to add on that. So,
Okay.
I'm currently using TradingView as one of my platforms. So I'm using FTMO as my broker, but I'm using TradingView for monitoring the charts. I was wondering if you don't mind if you could possibly pull up the 60-minute chart on the Euro USD. Because I got a buy signal earlier today at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Remind me, Ray. I want to stay on here.
Okay.
But when we're done with this part, we look at some charts.
Okay.
We look at some charts. What's the symbol?
Euro USD on the 60-minute time frame. Because I only focus on one pair at the time. But currently, at the moment, I'm only focusing at one particular pair.
All right, that's not good. That's not good.
Okay.
So remind me to touch on this. Okay.
Yes,
remind me. Don't let me
Thank
forget.
you.
Okay. Don't let me forget. Okay. All right. So again, we are testing. So let's say, for instance, price. Oh gosh, hold on. Okay. So let's say, for instance, buyers finally come in here. Price breaks resistance. We enter the trade here. That's when we enter. That's when we buy. Not when we feel like buying. This is when we buy, when the price breaks resistance. All right? All right, guys, help me out with the background noise, please. All right? Price breaks resistance, comes back down. We can control the price. Resistance on the way up. It's resistance on the way down. It's support, just like here. On the way down, it's support. All right. Resistance becomes support on the way down. If it breaks that support, we now have to what? Sell, exit. All right. So Ray, that's your false breakout right here. All right. So we entered here, right? And it failed. It didn't continue to move higher. It failed. We've got to exit the trade right here.
Okay.
Okay. It's not a false breakout. If we knew exactly what the price was going to do, if it wasn't a 50-50, right? A flip of a coin, yeah, it's a false breakout. But it's not a false breakout. It's a trade. We're testing. There's no guarantee that it's going to break out and turn into a trend. We are constantly testing on a break of resistance. The minute we think that this is a false breakout, all right, then we did something wrong. We didn't analyze price. All right. We did something wrong. And then we're trading on emotions. All right. So when this happens, all we're doing is a test. We're testing, 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 testing. All right. So now, this is a great, great, great loss. This is a good loss. All right. And we talked about this last night. We are going to take losses. As traders, I know, and as new traders, especially, we do not want to take losses. All right. No one wants to take losses, but understand that we are going to take losses in trading. The minute we do not want to take loss, when that trade goes against us, guess what? We will stay in that trade. And that loss becomes larger and larger and larger. All right. This false breakout here of Ray is a test. All right. And we could have tested here. Right. We could have tested here, let's say. All right. Let's say worst case scenario, right? Price doesn't make a move like this. It starts right here and then it hits this support right here. Then we have to get out here. But all of this is testing. We are testing the markets. But we are taking small losses. All right. So we're taking a small loss, small loss, small loss, and we want big wins. We want small losses, big wins. And we need the big wins to take care of our small losses. All right. And I'll touch on that. All right. But this is where we are testing. We are testing in this area. And we're hoping that we might just get lucky. All right. Hey, yo, kid, we might just get lucky and that trade might turn into a trend. Now, I did this exercise last night. And I want to do it again this evening here. And Ray, since you had your question here, false breakouts, I want you to help me out with this, okay?
All right.
And everyone else pay attention. All right. All right. Okay, follow me. All right, Ray. All right. So you're trading and you had your false breakout. You had your first breakout. Your first trade was a false breakout and you lost 2% on this trade here. All right. And that 2% equates to, let's say it's $50 here. Just as an example here. We put a dollar amount to it. All right. So your first trade number one, right? Took it negative 2%, $50. Do you take the second trade?
Honestly, it would depend if my signal pops up.
All right. So let's say your signal pops up.
If my signal were to pop up again, then yeah, I would take the trade.
You'll take it, right? Okay. So trade number two. And this time you lost 3%. Do you keep trading? Do you take trade number three?
No, because if I lose two in a row, then I personally feel like after two in a row, I start to revenge trade. So I just stop.
So you would stop at three trades.
I would stop at two.
At two, you'd stop at, so you wouldn't take three.
No, because like I feel like after two straight losses, I'll feel like my emotions will get involved and I'll just start revenge trading and I won't be thinking as clear as I should be.
Why is that?
It's just how that's just how I am lately. Like,
okay.
yeah, like I said, okay, so it's like I told you the other day, I took my FTMO challenge and part of the they fund you $100,000, But in order for you, okay, so you have to make 10% within 30.
Let me stop you there.
Uh,
What if I told you that trade number 3 was a 200% profitable trade?
then I'd be uh, kicking myself in the rear.
So then you would now take trade number 3.
Yeah, but I would have knowing that, but there's no way to know that would have happened.
Yeah. So Ray, there's no way to know,
Yeah.
right? That's the point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I want everyone else to think about this because we all do this. I want you guys to really, really think about this because, yes, that third trade could be a 200% trade, right? Where now 2% is no big deal.
No.
That 3% loss here is no big deal. Because guess what? That 200% profit is going to cover that 5% loss here. But we don't know. All right, stay with me. It's all math. And if we trade any other way other than probability, the math game, then guess what? We're doing something else other than trading because that's what trading is. Forget the symbols, forget the companies, forget trading one symbol, right? This is it. So Ray, I'm going to pick on you, Ray. All right, Ray, you've got 2, and I think I might have given you the answer. Doggone it. Okay, we got 2 systems. Right, the first system, right? You've got took the first trade, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9 trades. They're all winning trades. And then trade number 10, right over here, is a losing trade. That's system or process number 1.
Right.
Process number 2, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losing trades. You got the 10th trade over here. That's a winning trade here. 2 different processes. Process 1, 9 wins, 1 loss. Process number 2, 9 losses, 1 win. If I gave you a choice, here, which one do you pick? Which one do you choose?
I mean, I'd pick 1 obviously, but but I know with number 2, that 1 win could knock out those 9 losses.
Yeah, right. But you would pick this one, right?
Right, because of the consistency.
Because of the consistency. What do you think most traders pick?
2.
Or anyone? Which one?
I would say 1, but I feel like 2 is the answer. I don't know why.
So are you telling me, okay, so these 9 losses here. So you could take those 9 losses. You would take those 9 losses here. No, you wouldn't. But this is the better process here, right? I would take this all day long.
Math. Yeah.
What's that?
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Now, why? What's happening here? What's here? What's here? What's different? We've got 1 win here, 1 win. And I want to explain this to you guys so that you have to fight against this as traders and as new traders. Even traders that have been doing this for a long time, long time. All right, they have to fight against this because this is what we want. This is what everyone wants. We want those 9 wins, right? In everything, right? Sports, whatever, right? We want those wins. Why is this? And I know you know, right? Why this is a better process. Why is it a better process? Why do you think that this is a better process? Well, oh, you know, you guys might think this is a better process. You might take this all day long. So let me ask you guys. All right, let me ask you guys. And not just Ray, right? Juan, your kid, all you guys, right? Which one would you take? 1 or 2? Right? Raise your hands or just call it out. Anyone who's gonna take 1, option 1. Option 1. Option 1. Option 1. Who's going to take option 1? Who is going to take option 1?
Can I try?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. You guys just call it out, raise your hands, who's gonna take option 1?
I would take option 1.
You'll take option 1, so Betty's
but
gonna take option 1.
Yeah, but because option 2, it is money. When as a beginner, when you keep losing, I think you tend to give up.
Yeah, like Ray said, right? At 3, he stopped at 2. At 2, right?
Yeah.
At 2. Okay, so your kid is gonna take option 1. Okay, option 1. All right. Anyone else for option 1? Anyone else for option 1? Anyone else? Okay, no one else. How about option 2? All right. Who's gonna take option 2?
I like 2.
You're gonna take option 2. All right.
But
Ray's
it's
gonna
just,
take option 2.
for me, it's a different perspective. I feel like with option 1, like with so many wins in a row, I feel like you'll get overconfident and you'll start taking bigger risks than what you should be, or bigger risk that goes against your plan.
Okay. All right. What makes now? What I'm going to tell you guys is this. This is the better process here, option 2. But why do you guys think it's option 2? Why do you think option 2 is the better process, the better system?
Because the more you lose, the more you want to learn. Do you want to find out why? And that's what leads you to the big win.
Okay. That's nice. That sounds good. Feels good. But that's not why.
Would it be mindset?
No, not mindset. That's it. That's all. That's all nice in theory, but when we trade in, right? We don't. It doesn't. It's not based on that, right? It's a game of probabilities, a game of math, and I want you guys to think in terms of math, in terms of probability. Why is this? Why is process number 2 as a trader? Better than process number 1. All right, so let me explain to you guys. All right, remember this here. We're going to keep this here. And remember what we talked about here. All right, I'm going to bring it up here. All right, we're going to buy here on a break of resistance. right? Ray, here's your false breakout. We're going to sell right here on a breakout support. We're going to get out here. We're going to keep doing this. So let's say trade number one. This is right here. System number two. So trade number one, we constantly testing. We are testing. All right. We're not traders, we are testers. All right. So trade number one, we took a loss. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to have 9 losing trades, but as a trader, right? As a trader, you have to have in your mind, Betty, that you could have 9 losing trades. You could have 10 losing trades. You could have 15 losing trades because we just don't know. If we knew, we would all be multi-millionaires, right? We do not know. And we have to come to terms with that. All right. So first trade, because we cut our losing trades quickly, the first trade, we lost 2%. We keep testing. Trade number one. Trade number two, we test it again. Just do this here. All right. It came down a little further here, a bit further. All right. And now we lost, let's say, 4%. So that's trade number two. We lost 4%. Now, we reduce the capital size. We don't trade. When we trade, we're not trading, guys. We're not mortgaging the house, right? And we're not trading what we call our milk money. All right? So it has to be a small amount that we can afford to lose. It has to be an amount that we can afford to lose. All right? And we're not putting the full amount on any individual trade. All right? So understand that. So trade number one, we took a small loss. Trade number two, we took a 4% loss. Trade number three over here, all right? We took, let's say, a 1% loss. Okay? Again, we are testing. We're not getting in and we're not letting that trade run away from us and staying in the trade. We're taking small losses. Trade number four, let's say we had a 6% loss here. All these are all negative, right? That's right here. That's what's happening right here, right? Right? Trade number five, let's say we broke even, right? Trade number five right here. Trade number five, right? We broke even, right? We broke even right here. All right. Trade number six, right? We took a, let's say 3% loss. 7, 5% loss. 8. Now we're testing. Now I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. This is a guarantee. You might take, like Ray on his third trade, turns out and becomes a really good trade. But we are testing. Trade number 10 right here. So trade number 10 right here. Finally, we have a winning trade. And then this winning trade does this. And now this is raised 200% trade right here. Okay, all this right here, this testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 60%. So we lost 60% here, right? We up 200% here. So we've made a total of 140% profit. Now, is this a winning system here or a losing system? This process here, too, because of this right here. Is this a winning system or a losing system?
Winning system.
A winning system. Who now will take system number 2? We should all take system number 2. But guess what? If we stop at trade number 2, we never get to the 10th trade to the 200% profit.
I have a question.
Hey, Sedona.
Hi, good evening. I understand what you're explaining, but what I struggle with to understand is, okay, how do you know that the 10th one is the one that
you don't know.
Exactly. So
you don't know.
At what point do you say, okay, do I stop? Because at the 10th when we're now at 60%, so maybe if I continue to another 15, I'm at 100%. So at what point do I tell myself that my strategy might not be working or this is not the trade at all?
Well, this is assuming that you've got one that works. How do we know we have a good process that works? How do we know? Based on this, good question, good. How do we know that we've got a process that works? Because otherwise we could do this all day, right? We don't have any faith. Yeah, we wouldn't have any faith in the process, right? How do we know? How do we know? Okay, so write this down. This is how we know. Write this down. We need a process that's going to cut our losing trade quickly. Like here, like raise false breakout. So we need a process that's going to get us out quickly when we're wrong. So when we're wrong, right, we need to get out quickly and we need to take a small loss. Make sense, Sedona?
Yes, but prior to that, well, I understand you have to take small losses. Prior to that, how do you, I think someone mentioned it just now, like psychologically, because you're losing, you're going to start thinking, I'm losing, so I do not continue. How do you say, reconfirm that the strategy that you're using is correct? Because prior to the losses, you would have to go, whether you check your support and resistance, or I'm not sure what all the steps that are being used, but how do you
This is how you know. This is how you know.
Okay.
You know based on math. All right? So the other element to this is this. We've got to let our winning trades run. All right? So we have to do two things. We have to cut our losses quickly. But then when we get a winning trade, we've got to let it run for maximum profit because we need that winning trade to pay for our losses. We can't get past this. We can't get past this. This right here, right? You can't get past it. You can't, you have to go through this. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go through 10 trades, losing trades. You might have a losing trade and a small winning trade and 3 losing trades. But the point is this, you have to go through that process. And in your mind, in our mind, we have to be okay with this fact. Because this could happen. Because there's no guarantee. I know we all want a guarantee, right? I know we all want a guarantee, but there's no guarantee in life and especially in trading. So this could happen. But my point is this, if we understand that we do not know, we just do not know, right? But if we base on our decision on that, if we are able to cut based on the numbers, based on probability, that we could lose. And the point is this, we can have 9 losing trades and still win. Think of that. We can have 9 losing trades. Think of the math in this. We can have 9 losing trades, 1 winning trade, and still win. So we don't have to be perfect. This is not perfect here. This is perfect. And so let's take a look at the reverse. Let's take a look at the reverse here. All right, let's take a look at the reverse. And this is what we do as traders. All right, and this is what we don't want to do, but this is what's done. And Ray mentioned it earlier, right? You get a false sense of security. All right, so we're going to reverse this. So that 2%, our first trade here, follow me, please. Our trade number 1, right here, trade number 1, right? We had a profitable trade of 2%, positive trade. That's this one right here. Trade number 2, right here, we're going to flip it. Trade number 2, we had a positive, a plus 4% here. Trade number 3, here it is right here. Trade number 3, we are making money. Up 2%, up 4%. All right, trade number 3, follow me. Right, another positive trade. All right, 1% here. Trade number 4, we're doing really well. All right, we got 6% here, positive 6%. Boy, we're doing really well. All right, we're making money. Trade number 5, we broke even on that trade. All right, we broke even on that trade. Trade number 6, all right, so don't follow me. Trade number 6, all right, boy, we're doing good. We're awesome. 3% here, so forth. And now our 10th trade, trade number 10, now we are negative 200%. We're negative 200%. Who takes this? Who takes this process here? Which one of you guys want to bet on this? Right? You got 2%, 4%, 1%, 6%, 3%, 5%. And then your 10th trade, you down 200% on your 10th trade. Who wants to take this system? Who wants to take system 1, process 1 over process number 2? So here, right here, we made a 60% profit plus 60% profit. We lost 200%. So now we're in the negative 140%. Here, the 9 losses, 1 win, we made 140%. The 9 wins, 1 loss, we lost 140%. Now, why did this happen?
Overconfident?
No. Confidence have nothing to do with it. It's all math. What did we do here? What did we do here that we didn't do here? Or what did we do here that we didn't do here?
We didn't cut the loss on time.
We didn't cut the losses. So, and you guys have to fight against this. I know we all want to feel good, right? Right? We want to have wins. We don't want to have losses. But it's not about the wins and the losses. It's not about the false breakouts. It's how much we lose when we lose. And it's about how much we gain when we win. Okay? So here we're taking small wins. We're not letting our winning trades run. All right, we're not letting our winning trades run. And here we're letting our losing trades, right? We have big losses, small wins. We have a lot of small wins, lots of small wins. And yes, we feel good about these wins. But the minute we get a loss, and yes, it might be due to confidence, right? Because we've had it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that, guess what? We didn't have big wins here. We had small wins and we had big losses here. Here, we had small losses and big wins. So we can take someone, and I've been doing this for a lot of years, a long time. And I've come across a lot of traders all through my years. We can take someone, and let me tell you, we've had doctors, lawyers, all types of people that are really, really smart that do not understand this game of probabilities here. And they will lose their shirt. And we'll have young people, young traders come in that doesn't know anything, all right? But they understand this right here really, really well. Really, really well. One of our best traders, Ricky, understands this really well. He caught this early, quickly. And he does really well because of this right here, And he gets out really, really quick. Okay? All right. The first thing we have to understand, and we're almost done. I'll let you guys go in a minute. The first thing we have to understand is that we just do not know. And I want you guys to say that to yourself. You do not know. I don't know, right? Ray doesn't know. Betty doesn't know. Yoki doesn't know. Sedona, you don't know. Jamal, you guys, Juan, you guys do not know. You do not know what's going to happen next. Your job, your only job as traders, your only job is to keep testing. And we do that when the buyers come in on a break of resistance, right? And to raise term or false breakout, guess what? You get out, and you get out quickly. And this is what can happen. This is what can happen. I want to show you guys a couple of examples and we'll be done. All right? This is what can happen. We have to get this. We have to, if you guys want to trade, it's the only way. There's no other way. It's the only way. There's no other way. I wish there was an easier way. There's no easier way. It is what it is. All right. I want you guys to look right here. It's just a price chart. And we can pull up hundreds of price charts. You're going to see the same thing. Hold on. Okay, look here. This is where we bought right here. It's a buy signal. You guys see my chart? You guys see Monster Scalper? You guys see Monster Scalper? Help me out.
It's a Monster Forex tracker.
Okay, hold on. Thanks. Thanks. All right. Okay, how about now? It should say Monster Scalper.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, okay, guys, right here is where buyers came in, okay? And we bought here. Sellers came in, so green candles, buyers, just a simple example, all right? We are testing. Sellers came in, right? We got a sell signal, red candle. Red candles, sellers are coming in. We got to get out, right? Here is our 3% loss, let's say. Had we not gotten out, right? That 3% loss could have been a 50% loss. If we have a loss like this, okay, if we have a 50% loss, we're done. We can't do this. The math doesn't work anymore. We need several winning trades to make up. And if we have a loss like that, a loss like that, a loss like that, if we let those losing trades run, guess what? Because we think that the price, right? Because we think we know, right? Then guess what? We're not trading anymore. So this one trade, if we were lucky enough to take little profitable trade, this one trade right here, that's our 200% loss. You guys see that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's go for a few more examples. Let's go here. A few more. And I promise I'll let you guys know, but we got to get this stuff. Whatever you think about trading, right? That's not how it's done. All right. I showed this earlier. I did some coaching earlier. And I want you guys to take a look here. All right. Look at this trade here. Look here. All right. And it could be this chart. It's another chart. I want you guys to look here. They're all over the place. Here, there was our buy signal to get out here. Buy signal to get in here. We got out here. We took a small loss. This is your 3% loss, your 4% loss, your 5% loss. But guess what? You didn't take this major loss here. And this loss ran for this loss here. We never got another buy signal until here. That was 2 years. That was a year, almost a year and a half of the price constantly going down. How many winning trades do you have to make up for this loss when we could have just gotten out right here? And we see this all day, every day. Traders come to us. You guys are fortunate. You guys are brand new. You're fortunate, right? We have traders that have been trading for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, still doing this. You have investors, not traders, investors that are in the markets that were in Bitcoin and Tesla. And they're holding on. So you guys as new traders, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. Do you want to take the small losses? You want to get out? Give up on the fact that you just do not know. We don't have to be right. Right? Forget about the one trade. So Ray, let's take a look at your trade, euro, dollar, right?
Yeah.
It's just a symbol, right? All right. So I know this is different. It's a different way of thinking. It is a different way of thinking. And, as new traders wanting to trade, you have to, you have to figure things out, right? And you have to decide, which side of the market that you want to be. Do you want to be the type of a trader that gets out here? Because you just don't know. Because guess what? Right? We could have gotten the sell signal here, and then the price did this. But we don't know. The only thing we can control is getting out. And when do we get out? We get in on a break of resistance. We get out on a break of support. Right? Get in on a break of resistance. Get out on a break of support. It's the only thing we can control. And we think about it later. We think about the rest later. All right. So Ray, let's take a look at your trade and we'll be done. Okay, EUR USD. EUR USD. What time frame?
60-minute.
60-minute. Okay, let's pull it up. Oh, let's not do it here. Hold on. That's Bullmaster. We're gonna do it in. Let's see here. And what are you looking to do with this?
Well, I got a buy signal.
You have a buy
at
signal.
9 a.m. today.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take it because I was at work, so I missed it. But as I'm looking at it right now, there appears to be a huge bearish candle, but the signal hasn't reversed.
EUR USD on the 60-minute.
Yeah. So at 9 a.m. I got the signal to buy a bullish candle.
At 9 a.m. this morning?
Yes. But I missed out on it because I was at work.
Today's what, the 10th, right? The 10th?
Yeah.
So today, the 10th, you got a bullish candle to buy here?
Yeah, at 9 a.m.
All right. Now, based on what we just went through, where would you buy? Where would you have purchased? Got in this trade?
Mine shows the purchase price at 1.07521 for price.
1.07?
7521 shows the entry price on mine.
Okay, where do we show a break on resistance? Here. All right. Okay, so let me show you. And this is a good example, right? The 60-minute, that's a 60-minute time frame right here. 60-minute time frame right here. All right, we have a high resistance, right? I would have liked for the buy signal to come in here, but that's fine. We'll take this. It's a high resistance, right? It just spiked up. It just really spiked up, right? So we took it here on this. The system took it right here on this resistance right here. Here's the buy signal right here. Okay. Yeah. So not up here, not up here. We would have bought right here. Now, where would we have gotten out? Remember, we're going to buy on a break of resistance. And let me show you guys. Here we have the resistance line. And those of you who use the systems, I think one, if this is the same one, I know you have the system. Yo, kid, I know you have the system. You guys need to really trust the system. You really do trust the system, trust the process. All right. Okay, so here is our resistance line right here. Right here is our resistance line. Remember, buy on the break of resistance, sell on the break of support. Buy on the break of resistance because the buyers are buying, not because we want to buy. Price broke resistance because guess what? Buyers are jumping in, they're coming in. So here is that resistance line. Right here was our buy signal right here. Price went up, made support right here. We got out right here. So we bought on a break of resistance, sold on a break of support. Bought on a break of resistance, sold on a break of support, and we are out of the trade. So Ray, if you're thinking about getting into this trade, yeah, we love traders like you because we need you to push the price up to get us out of the trade. So while everyone else is looking to enter, we are hoping that you guys push the price higher so that we can now get out safely. So remember, there's a zero-sum game. So with this trade here, our system made money, someone lost money. So you guys have to decide, look here, we're getting a white candle right here. After green candles, look here. So Ray, if you had bought right in here, right, where it made a top right here, just like here. Green candles, white candles, here's a white candle in real time coming in here, right? What follows with white candles? A lot of times, right, after the buying has been done, after we've gotten out, red candles. And then you could get this. So while you're buying up in his area here, and I'm just saying, right? I'm not picking on you or anyone. This is how we learn, right? While we entered here and got out here, there are traders that are getting in here. And then guess what? This can happen. That's not trading. That's not trading. Okay? And guess what? This now becomes a big loss. Okay? Because we assume that price might go up higher. So look here, look here, look here, look here, look here. Does this help, Ray?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah. So look here. I'm going to look at these two trades here. Just the two trades here. We bought here on a break of resistance, broke support. We got out here. Let's say we lost about 2% here. All right. The narrowing of the line here shows, right, the loss, the small loss. If the line extends, that's a bigger loss, or extends like a larger loss. It's a narrow line, so we know it's a small loss. Here, the line does like this, so we can just see price went from here to here. All right, here is our profitable trade here. Here is our losing trade here. We probably got about 20% here. Lost 2% here because we got out quickly. Here, got 20% because we stayed in the trade. We didn't get out here. We didn't get out here. We stayed until the price broke what? Support. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. If it doesn't, that's okay. If it doesn't make sense, that's okay. Think about it. Sleep on it. Come back. Think about it. Right? Because this is new. And it's not natural to do this. Trading is not natural. Okay? So as new traders, just understand there is a different way, there is a better way, there is a more logical way. All right? There's a different way. There is a better way. And then there is a logical way that's based on probabilities. All right. Awesome. You guys have been great. All right. Thanks for coming. You guys, you need to keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. All right. If it's not clear, that's okay. It takes a while. All right. It takes a while to get it. This is just the concept. Once you start trading, it's a whole different story, right? Your kid knows this. Juan knows this, right? Once you start trading, all of this kind of goes out the window. But the fact that you know it, you've heard it, now you can say, okay, I remember now. All right? I remember. And it's a process, it's a process, it's a process until you go, aha, now I get it. Now I get it. It's okay to take losses. I'm okay with taking a loss. All right? I'm okay with letting my winning trades run, right? Rather than getting out quickly because I'm afraid that it might go against me. I'll wait for the sellers to come in, for the price to break support, and then I will get out. All right? All right, guys, you've been great. I love new traders. All right? You guys don't have any bad habits, but we don't want to develop any bad habits either. Okay? All right. All right, guys, take care. I will see you guys tomorrow for which class do we have? Trend following, trading in the zone, and trading systems. Okay?
Thanks,
Think
David.
about this. You're welcome. Think about this. Just think about it. Think about it. Think about the process. Trading in the zone, if you guys do not have that book, I know we give that book to our traders that do one-on-one coaching with us. All right. But you can buy that book. You can go online, go on YouTube, right? You know, he covers the same thing. Mark Douglas covers a lot of this stuff here. Okay. So you want to keep drilling that information. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Audio book is on YouTube for free. So, all right, guys, take care. All right. Hope this helped. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. Bye-bye now.